The sun dipped behind the jagged ridges of the Arizona desert, stretching long shadows across the widow Marlene's ranch as the lonely rancher, Eli Harlow, rode in with dust on his boots and hesitation in his heart. He had heard stories about her, the tall, powerful woman with a presence that filled an entire room, a woman who lost her husband too young and carried sorrow like a second skin, a woman who spoke little but watched everything. And now she had called him here, not through a letter or a messenger, but by walking all the way to the lonely outskirts, where he kept to himself and saying only, "Come tomorrow. I need to speak with you, alone." Eli had spent the night, turning that sentence over in his mind, wondering why a woman like her, beautiful, commanding, feared and respected by everyone in the valley, would summon a rancher who barely spoke to anyone. When he reached her porch, Marlene stepped out of the shadows, more imposing up close than any rumor had hinted. Her height alone nearly matched his, but it was her intensity that struck him, the storm behind her calm eyes, the weight in her voice when she finally spoke. "Don't move," she whispered, stepping close enough that he felt the warmth of her breath on his jaw. Eli froze, every muscle tightening, not out of fear but out of confusion, his mind racing with possibilities. Then her hands rose, not to touch him for the reason he assumed, but to reveal something hidden beneath the collar of her dress, something that made Eli's heart jolt as though a horse had kicked it. A locket. She opened it silently, and inside was a photograph of her late husband, standing with Eli's father. It didn't make sense. The two families had never been known to cross paths. "Your father owed mine something," Marlene said softly, almost trembling, her voice carrying grief, rage, and something else Eli couldn't name. "And now, the debt has fallen onto you." The desert wind howled across the open land, rattling the boards of the porch. Eli's heartbeat thundered in his ears as he stared at the photo, the truth threatening to crush him. Her voice lowered even further, trembling with a mixture of power and vulnerability. "I didn't call you here for what you think," she whispered. "I called you here because everything you believed about your family is about to change." And with that, the shock of the truth began crashing toward him like a storm. No rancher could outrun Eli, nearly stumbled backward the porch.